Hi everyone, welcome back to Jedidragoon Makes. I'm your host Jennifer, and I'm filming a bunch of episodes at once, so this is a coffee and chat kind of video because I had a lot of stuff this week. So this weekend was interesting. I guess I should start off with what I'm drinking since this is coffee and chat. I'm drinking this, which is a Fresh Cup of Hope coffee, and it's Caramel Delight. We were down at Dear Dutchman and picked this up. On the package it says, if anybody's interested, it says a wonderful rich flavor of buttery caramel splashed into your coffee mug. It's not a strong caramel flavor. I could have it be a lot stronger. Actually, I could have the coffee be stronger. I'm finding out I like dark roast. I'm sorry the table's jiggling. And also, on a side note, by the way, forewarned, I'm filming these videos and my ADHD is acting up today, so I'm going to be all over the place. So please bear with me if you're new. Returning viewers, you've seen videos like this before. Oh, crap. But I fixed my iPad. It was a very simple fix. I had it muted where it played back the videos. So, microphone was working fine. I was just an idiot. So, coffee. I should go into what the taste is like, but it just tastes like a little bit of a caramel flavor, not strong. If you've had a light coffee where it doesn't taste very strong of coffee, that's kind of what this tastes like. It doesn't taste like water, but it tastes like coffee. But like I said, I've gotten used to drinking really strong dark coffees right now, and this could be a little bit stronger for my taste. I've had some really strong dark roast recently, so that could be stronger. And this is one of my World of Warcraft mugs. This was a mistake that got sent to us. And, well, we told them about it, and they sent us 2 new mugs, and we got to keep these, so we still use these. So this is just my World of Warcraft social distancing since 2004 mug. But anyway, it was a long weekend. It was a fun weekend. Oops, sorry. There's no good way to do this. I'm sorry, people. Well, this weekend was... Okay, so my birthday was January 22nd. And just FYI, if you don't know, or if you've been around, and I've done videos around my birthday, you know my common complaint about my birthday. I make plans, and since I live in central Ohio, it usually either snows or ices or something where we can't get out for like 2 or 3 weeks. Because I live about... about 30, 40 minutes north of Columbus. And yeah, so anytime I want to go someplace, actually this wasn't even in Columbus, this was just north to about 20 minutes north, 20, 30 minutes north, but I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in a small, small village. So if it snows and the roads are too bad, we're not going out. And the weekend of my birthday, it snowed, of course. My eldest, who loves snow, along with my second son, told me that in order for him to get out of school, I should make plans for the weekend. I'm like, no. So, that was the weekend of my birthday, and then the next weekend we all got sick, or everybody else did. I got a little bit of a stomach bug, but then it went away. That's how stomach bugs go with me. So, that happened, and then the weekend after was his Aunt Ruby's birthday, which we went to Dear Dutchman, which I told you about. So it wasn't happening that weekend. So finally last weekend, like Saturday, because I'm filming this on Monday, we finally got out. So I wanted to go to Red Lobster. We haven't been to Red Lobster since, we figured it was before my dad had his heart attack. So it's been like a few years. Because my dad had his heart attack like about 3, maybe 4 years ago, so it's been a while. And I was just like, you know what? Because I was talking, I'm like, because usually I choose Spaghetti Warehouse in Columbus, greatest spaghetti place ever. It's more nostalgic than like super good, but it's just a nostalgic thing. They have like a trolley car in there with tables and stuff set up. It's just one of those atmospheric places I've been going to since I was a little kid. I think went there first when I was about my son Patrick's age, and he's no, I'd say it's about my daughter's age, and she's 7. She's born in 2012. And welcome back. I don't know why my camera just shut off. If this keeps happening, I'll just go record on my computer. But anyway, so yeah, she's about 7. So I've been going there since I was about that age. So it's just a nostalgic thing, and I'm 42. Yeah, 42. So yeah, it's just a fun thing to go do. But this year is like I was craving Red Lobster, so we went to Red Lobster. I ordered crab legs, and then I shared my husband's meal, which he got the Seafarers Feast. So I had my favorite, which was garlic shrimp scampi, along with it, and mashed potatoes dipped in the garlic shrimp scampi sauce. I just love doing that. And I had salad and all that. And we took his mom with us. And since we're up there, the town we went to has it's Marion, Ohio. Let's just say Marion, Ohio. It's easier for me. Otherwise, so we went to the Red Lobster in Marion, and then since we were up there, I said, can we stop at Joann Fabrics? Because I wanted to check out a few things. They had buy two, get one free of some yarns, and I just wanted to look around and see. And I took my daughter in there and my mother-in-law. The guys sat out in the van. They didn't want to go into a craft store. Even though Patrick probably would have had fun, but he usually asks for Legos and toys when he's in there. And it's like, no, that's not why we're going there. So we did that. And then we went to, well, we're looking around the craft store, and I found some yarn for my daughter for a project, and her grandma bought her some beads. So that was a lot of fun. And then we went to, after we got out of Red Lobster, in the same shopping center, there's a Ollie's. And I'd been to Ollie's down in Florence, Kentucky, near where my parents live. So I was like, I really want to go in there and just look, because in my opinion, Ollie's is how Odd Lots used to be. Recently they remodeled and all that, and now they just don't seem the same. They seem like their prices are higher, and I don't enjoy going in there. I like the kind of cluttered look of a discount store. I don't know why, it's just how it is. And I also found out where the new Salvation Army store is in Marion, so I can't wait to go back there. I may have to get my mother-in-law out of the house this week and take her and go to Salvation Army store and see, because they used to have it in a old car museum over across from the Meyer, and then they moved, and I didn't pay attention or hadn't been that way or something and hadn't noticed where they moved to, but I found out they moved over next to Ollie's. There's a Plant Fitness between the two of them, but you know. But we went to Ollie's and we're having fun looking. I think my daughter got a book on drawing anime, and my one son got Investigators. Patrick decided he did not want a book. That was not his thing. It's like, okay, whatever. So we did that, and also we're walking around looking, because I was just having fun looking, because it's been a while since I've been in a good discount store, and is just kind of having fun looking around and all that. And we got over to this one section. It's over near the kitchenware of all things, and hardware and that. And we're looking around, and next thing I find is an end cap with some yarn on it. So I'm like going through and looking at it. It's really good prices, and that it's going to be in my yarn haul video. So I'm looking at that and kind of trying to decide what I wanted, because I thought there wasn't a lot there. And then my husband says, Jen. I'm like, what? He's like, what is it? He's like, yarn. I'm like, I know, I'm looking at it. I'm looking right at him. when I focus on something, I focus on it and I tune everything else out. A bad habit of mine. So he's like, no, look, yarn here. Oh, so I go, he's like, I'm like, okay. So I go over there and start looking through that, and my mother-in-law starts looking through it. She doesn't knit or crochet, so I didn't know what she's doing, but I was finding stuff, and she found like some yarn that she wanted me to make her something in. So I said, okay. She asked me how many she needed. I said, 2. She's like, we'll get 3 just in case. Okay, that's always a good idea. So she got that. I got a few more things because I got some off one in Capped, and that one, I don't think I got anything off that one, but then I discovered there's one right next to it, and I started looking through that, and I found some Caron skinny cakes, and some different Caron cakes. So I was excited about those because they're like $4.99. So yeah, so that was a fun weekend. And last week, as you'll notice, there's not going to be a whole lot of whips and FOs in my later videos because I was working so hard on stuff that my arm got sore. So I had to take a day off from crocheting, and I started playing Stardew Valley again because in the winter when it gets cold and snowy and I can't go outside and it's after Christmas, I get really bored and I want to be outside and plant in my garden and stuff. So I start playing Stardew Valley, which is a farming life sim. And I just start playing that and enjoying it. I guess if you guys ever want me to do a live, I'll figure out how to do a live stream of Stardew Valley. Maybe I usually keep my gaming stuff on my other channel, but if you guys ever want to see that, let me know. But I kind of doubt it. But yeah, I've been playing Stardew Valley and just kind of nursing a sore arm, so that's why there's not that much knitting and crochet stuff. And I decided I'd break up the videos. I'm going to try to start doing like these broken up videos again, so I can have one come out every day of the week, just keep a little shorter. If you like that, let me know. Aside from that, I also am going to go down to Kentucky this weekend, so I'll probably get a lot of crocheting done in the car and at my mom's house because we usually get a little bit bored when we're down there. Though, since it's just her and my dad's right now in a rehab center because he had COVID around Christmas, got pneumonia, got really weak, so he's been having physical therapy because mom couldn't take care of him. It's not a nursing home. It's a rehab center that he's in to get his physical therapy. They take him to dialysis and all that. So, yeah. So they're doing all that. So it's just mom in the house right now, and we're coming down. We're going to go down and see him next week. And I forgot my dad's birthday, so I called him this week, and he's like, you didn't give me a card. Apparently, he loves his birthday cards. He's one of those, he acts like he doesn't care about it, doesn't like it or anything, but he will hold on to your cards. He really likes the cards. He just doesn't say anything. So it's like, okay, fine, Dad. So, I love my father, but he drives me nuts and bazonkers. So next weekend we're going to go down there, and I have to make molasses cookies this week. We got to pick them up Dear Dutchman donuts. We are going to do a curbside pickup and pick him up some Red Lobster and take him some Red Lobster. And I think I'm supposed to pick him up a bag of barbecue potato chips, which he's not supposed to have that much salt, but I figure it's a treat. So we're going to do that. So yeah, that's what all's been going on. This is pretty much my crocheting chat. This is me chatting, and I gotta get through a yarn haul video, an FO and whips video, and I'm working on doing an Etsy shop update video. Actually, I gotta get the Etsy shop updated, and then I'll do the video part, see how far I get, because I started working on it this morning when my ADD and ADHD act. Okay, here's the reason I talk about ADD. Okay, I can't do that. I'm sorry about the jiggly camera. The reason I say ADD and ADHD is because back in the 80s it was just ADD, so that's what I was diagnosed with. But since then they've come up with ADHD. There may be other stuff that I don't know about, but I have I'm pretty sure I have the ADHD, but I say ADD because I think I have some of that too. They're apparently two different things. And no, I'm not going to do a whole video on the differences between ADD and ADHD. But you seen me jump around from one subject to another. I have days where it acts up, and it just, try as I might, I can't focus for more than like a short period of time on something, and so I just jump around to different stuff and work through it. I've never taken medication because my mom was of the opinion that I need to learn how to deal with it, and I have over the years. So plus also we've discovered that coffee actually does help with the ADD, because the way our brains are wired is the coffee is a stimulant, and for some reason the signals in our brain move slower, so when we have coffee it makes them go faster, and for some reason that makes it so that we can focus and all that. But if it's a bad day, this isn't going to help any. I've heard some people have sleeping problems and stuff with their ADD. I've never had that. I can sleep pretty good about anywhere. If I get tired enough, I can sleep anywhere, apparently, because there's a few times I fell asleep on pews and that at church when I was tired enough, but that was during Bible Bowl. And then what else? I've just never taken medication, and I've never really wanted to, because sometimes the side effects are worse than the actual medicine. But I know there's some people that take it and they're fine. If it works for you, that's fine. I do this. This is how I deal with it. My kids don't take medication either. I have one who has ODD, which is oppositional defiance disorder, apparently, and he's fun. But I grew up with my mom dealing with my sister with that, even though her husband says she doesn't have that now, which I find hard to believe. But of course, also I've listened to their conversations when they've pocket dialed me, and I just can't go with it. I don't get into that a lot. But yeah, I have a son with that, and then I have the autistic child. Okay, I say that offhandedly. He's not that autistic. He's very, very high functional, but he has meltdowns, and he has like sensory issues, and we just deal with it. It's just Matthew. We just look at it. It's just Matthew. We deal with it. We roll with it. Oh yes, and one other thing, guys. This week I've been trying to go back to using the Kevin Lehman have a new kid by Friday, and it's been a fun week there, because I've been working on Patrick and Matthew and Catherine doing what they're told and saying things once and doing it, and yeah, my kids did not like it. I had them screaming at me and yelling at me. I'm not one of those moms that takes it personally, though. It's like, I hate you. Okay. You can still go upstairs, though, and once you calm down, you can come back down. That is exactly how I say it, too, because my sister used to do that all the time to my mom, like, is going to get a reaction out of her, and that's what they're wanting, is a reaction. It's like, okay, good to know. You just go on, and my mom and my sister's like the most doting. She dotes on my mom more than I do, which drives my mom nuts, but I'm not the most caring, enthusiastic person. Pretty much the enthusiasm you see on these videos is about as enthusiastic as I get, and that's just because you guys like the same stuff I do, apparently. So I can talk about it and feel safe to talk about this kind of stuff with you guys, whereas sometimes with my family it's like, yeah, don't start talking about yarn, Jen. Don't start talking about this. Though I've learned sometimes when I come up to people and it's like my preacher yesterday, he'd done a sermon and I came up to him like, Jeff, okay, this is going to seem weird. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, okay, because I come up and talk to him about weird stuff all the time. It's just how I am. I'm like, this is going to sound very weird. I was like, when you're talking about the power of God through the word, he's like, yeah, because he'd just given the sermon. Of course he knew that. So I was like, well, it got me thinking about serial killers, which if anybody is logging off, anybody who's watched this know I love true crime and love watching unsolved mysteries and stuff like that. Just how I am. So I was talking, I'm like, yeah, because I've read up once about a serial killer who had somehow kidnapped a girl. I guess he is back when people hitchhike, and she had picked him up as a hitchhiker, and she had and I was telling him about how he had those Bible correspondence course cassette tapes, or maybe it was 8-track, I'm not really sure, but she had that on and was playing it for him and talking to him about it, and eventually let her go, and then later on confessed to the crimes and turned himself in and converted. It's just one of those I found interesting, that he's talking about the power of the word and all that, and I could bring up that from different researches I'd done. So that's just how my mind works, and I forget where I was going with that. So I think it's time for me to move on to yarn hauls and FOs and that. So I will talk to you guys next time. Anyone who stuck around, please like and subscribe. Little thing I learned this weekend, if you go to my Etsy shop and favorite stuff, favorite my shop or favorite items, that apparently helps get me traffic to my Etsy shop. So if you want to help me that way, you can. Because I don't get paid for this. I only have like 300 subscribers. I'd like to get to 500. That's my goal, but I don't know how achievable that is at this point. So, I'm just trying to grow my channel and grow my little business and see where it takes me. And so if you could please like and subscribe and check out my Etsy shop and see if you can help me out over there by maybe favoriting the shop or something, that would be great. I'd be grateful. So thank you for watching. And I will see you all tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm not sure what's going to go on with Friday. I think I only have enough material for 4 videos. So that's probably all that's going to happen. I'm trying to do 5 videos. It's not very good. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you next time. And God bless you.